Hello and welcome to the How-To series. In this edition, How to Complete the Social Analysis Project Proposal. What I want to show you is that this is the proposal that is due week 2 and will represent approximately 5% of the group's mark. What I'm about to explain is available, sorry about that, is available on eCentennial. This is your course shell is numbered differently, but it's the same layout. Go to Content, Assignments, and there you will see the Social Analysis Project. And here we're talking specifically about the proposal. What I'm going to do is to walk you through what I see as the big ideas. They're detailed in step-by-step detail here in this document. Coming back more generally, though, to see the big picture, what I'll invite you to see is that the proposal actually contains two major sections. Basically the what and why of your report, and then secondly the portion, when I say the what and why, I mean of your proposal, written document, your team document. And the second part of it is what we call the annotated bibliography. First of all, in the what why section, some might think of it as being an intro, but really what the function of what you're communicating there is what and why your group has selected the social problem that you have. So more specifically, you want to identify the social problem. Remember, it has to be, ultimately it has to be an example of some sort of social injustice that we're going to later examine. We need to be very specific because the factors that create these problems and any possible future solutions will have to be within a very real world context. So you're going to want to define your problem within a particular geographic, national, or provincial context. For many of your programs, for your proposals or your social problems, there's going to be some key terms. Even in this very introductory stage, it's important that you be able to define the key aspects. For example, if I was doing a project on homelessness, believe it or not, there are actual definitions of what we mean by homelessness. Now there, ultimately, we don't want to be using dictionary definitions because they're not informed the way we will be. You'll want to reach out to organizations and research, and through your research, discover what the real world definitions of some of these terms are. This is a proposal, it's a starting point, but realize that, be it human trafficking or homelessness, there are real definitions to these terms, and it's important that your group come to terms with those as quickly as possible so that you can converge on a common understanding as quickly as possible. So identify then that social problem. Explain why it is your group of people, or why your group is interested in researching this issue. People tend to do better on projects that they care about, and therefore those things that we have some sort of either a personal or professional connection to. Come together as find a consensus amongst yourselves as to why a group of Centennial College students would be interested in learning more about this social issue, and simply express that in 3-4 sentences. Together, your identification of the social problem, your contextualization of it, your definition of it, and explaining why it's so important to you should probably take about 2 or 3 paragraphs. Remember, your group is writing this once as a group, speaking collectively as one voice. Having accomplished those introductory paragraphs setting up the context of what you're about to talk to, now we begin to talk about it, and we do that in a document called the annotated bibliography. And I'll give you very specific look at that in a moment, but before I do, very generally, basically what's going to happen is each student in the group is going to identify a separate article that is relevant to the focused social problem that's been identified. And you're basically going to provide a summary of the main points, as well as critiquing and evaluating that article and its relevance to your topic. The article could be from a newspaper or an academic journal, or, for example, a non-government organization report, research or otherwise report. Each student's writing, so this annotated bibliography, if a group has 6 members, there will be 6 different entries, each by each student. And that summary of the article will be about half a page. Now, more specifically, what I'm going to do is change gears here to show you sort of what the physical thing, the physical annotated bibliography will look like and how it'll appear on the on a page. Now here's a document. This is the general blah blah blah, but I want to show you the sections. Imagine prior to the annotated bibliography. Imagine up here your group has already written the what and why, and that's a couple 2 to 3 paragraphs up here, and now you're into the second part of the overall proposal, the annotated bibliography. In my group, I'm the first one here, I have 2 other people I'm working with, Mandip and Olivia, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide an APA formatted reference for the article I'm using, and complete with the link. And then what I'm going to do is to provide my written half-page summary and critique and evaluation of that one article. This basically is blah blah blah, talking about the things that I would be doing if I had a real article. Then I'm going to be working, my teammate Mandip is doing the same independently. He's gone out and found a web page article about the topic. Now here, there are different topics, but of course yours is going to be one topic. Providing a proper APA citation with the proper link, and providing his summary of the main ideas, the critique of the author's handling of the thing, and all paraphrased properly, etc., etc. And then finally, well, in my case 3 people, in your case probably 6 people. Olivia, my teammate, is going to provide her annotated bibliography for the report that she is going to then summarize, and it's all contained here on one written document that ultimately will be uploaded to the eCentennial Dropbox. Another thing, so that's basically the what and why and how we go about, or I want to say more about how we go about producing this document. I want to come back to the course shell. And here what I want to do is to draw your attention, and I believe it's set up inside communication. By the time you get this video, each of you, for all of your groups in each of your respective section numbers, if you come to communication group, go to the social analysis project group that you're in, and of course you're going to be in only one of these. Assuming I'm in group C, what I ask that you all do is that you come to group files, and here you'll see that I have set up a common workspace area for all of you. I'm going to do that again because you didn't see how that popped in. You're going to click here, and I have created for you a common workspace on OneDrive, such that you build your complete proposal here on the I don't want to upset this group's page, but you have this common workspace. Build your proposal here together such that you can see each other's work and that you can build a stronger, more cohesive final proposal than working separately and only combining them at the last moment. Strong teamwork is possible if we're using the power of the systems, and one of the benefits that I've found of people working with the group OneDrive document is that when we see the work of our teammates, we're able to build our ideas upon each other, building a stronger piece of group work. So that's the instructions specifically for the proposal. Later I will show you, I will have similar videos explaining in detail what is expected of the report. I hope you're finding these how-to videos helpful, and certainly if you have teammates that have missed classes, please direct them towards these videos so that they can bring themselves up to speed on these issues by themselves as well. Thanks again. I'll look forward to seeing you in class. Bye now.